Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make the page for the DIY fish inserts that have the color coding on the side. I guess it's probably an index is what you'd call it. The things you'll need is a glue runner, a pair of scissors, a punch, a corner rounder, which is optional, but I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to be using the acetate paper, because the corners are quite deadly. You're going to need an extra sheet of notes that has the guide on the side. You're going to need a hole punch for the size paper you are using and the acetate paper. I got this probably 4 years ago when we started homeschooling, and I was making ring-bound binders, so I don't know where I got it from. Sorry guys. If I can find it by some miracle, I will link it below. So the first step is to cut your acetate paper 1/4 inch wider than the page. So I'm using the Franklin Covey Classic. So my page will be cut at 5 3/4. And save this extra because you can make bookmarks, you can wrap sample washi around it, you can use it on smaller Filofaxes like the personal or mini especially. So keep these extra sheets, they come in handy. So now you have your acetate paper cut. Next thing to do is to cut your notes page, and you do that by lining up just this edge here where you're going to want to cut. Okay. And save this strip. And then I'm going to cut where this P is off. Sorry, that's the dogs. The two younger ones are playing, and the older one doesn't like it when anybody plays or runs or has any sort of fun. So now that we have this, I'm going to cut it down to 1 3/4 inches. And so now we have this, and this is what you'll use it as your guide. Okay, so now we're finished with the paper cutter. You'll take your laminate sheet and you'll cut holes in one side. And on this right side is where you're going to do your lines. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take the smallest strip, which is where you're going to be doing your coloring, and you're going to put glue the whole strip. Okay? And then you are going to put that on the very edge of your acetate paper. Sorry guys, it is sticky. And the reason why you want it on the edge is because when your binder is closed, this is what is going to be showing on the edge of where your paper is, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Then you're going to take your extra sheet and you're going to tape it as well. I like to tape things heavily so I'm for sure they're not going to come up. And you're going to come over just I don't know, 1/4 of an inch maybe, and line it up. Okay, so there you go. Now the next step, I got a little glue on there, that's okay, is to clip the edges. And let's round the corners. Like I said, I highly recommend this. It is not, you know, it's an optional step, but I'm telling you, you get your finger on there and it is almost like a paper cut. It is kind of painful. And I'm just going to go ahead and do all the edges rounded so it looks nice. So now this is ready and you can use it in your planner with the DIY fish inserts. I'm going to put it behind my month so that you can see when it's closed, that you can just color and match it from there, and then if you don't remember, you can just go like this and see where it is. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I will link to the DIY Fish website below too, in case you're interested in getting some inserts. I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Have a great night.